How are you all doing? Welcome back to Crypto Blitz, where you can get your fix. I'm Ripple Van Winkle, your host. I hope that today is fantastic for everyone. The date is Thursday, March 27. Cube 1 is almost finished, and we'll move on to Q. There's a lot going on in this episode, and last night's enormous live feed made XRP holders go nuts. Where did you go? Why did you miss the live broadcast? We discussed the Bitwise strategy, XRP price plan, or whatever term we want. According to their research, there are 3 possible directions for the price of XRP. There were some who were glad and those who were angry, but guess what? Ultimately, it's called research. Nobody can predict with certainty what the price will do. I've got you covered. XRP is developing a bullish pattern. Is a breakout imminent? It's all about timing. When is XRP going to blow up? According to this analyst, it will happen shortly. Stay put, people. This morning is going to be a treat for you. Let's get started immediately. 86,976 Bitcoin. Right now, it has down 1.23% over the last day. Ethereum's arrival in 2016. With XRP maintaining steady, it is down 2.55% of both USDT and USDC, closing at 99 cents. At a mean lead of $2.34, that fourth position comes in. At 4.37 in the red, it's the lowest here. Everyone is doing well. Please don't be afraid. Don't feel anxious. What rises? What descends? And what descends? The entire market capitalization of cryptocurrencies must be increased to $2 billion. Visit this reliable crypto claims that the LTF or CRV talks about. CRV has a lot of interest. We had a CRV Q1 of 2024, and I told a lot of people about it on the page. I also told everyone in the Patreon group that everyone who read it listened and joined as well. So this is a really fantastic purchase, but we should speed up to reach new local highs because he's talking about a clean retake of the red zone. If we have a good breakout here to 67.83 cents, he says, that's it, bottoms in, and we're gone. Among those assets is this one. I'm keeping an eye on it because it's still incredibly cheap. Right now, it's about 50 cents, and Cred thinks it has all the I apologize for going up to CRV pricing of roughly $7 to $8 during the cycle. When time passes, I shall be able to say, look, if my calculations are correct, what is a 14x if we start at 50 cents and end up at $7? I will not gripe about a 14x. We got a 7x coming in at 350, even if we manage to cut it in half. What a lovely, lovely thing that is. Hayes, the author, published this. Do you hear me? Trial balloons are being inflated everywhere by establishment economists. The Fed is using excuses to defend itself by astute scholars prior to actually pressing the BR button. He's talking about pressing the print that money button. Just yesterday, this was released. According to the report, the Fed was pushed to consider a hedge fund bailout that would facilitate basis trades. Although Bloomberg AI summarized it, the Fed can understand it better. The US Money Bus wants to develop an emergency plan to provide funds to hedge funds in the event of a crisis involving the government's debt, also known as the bond market, which is worth a staggering $29 trillion. For instance, if bond prices suddenly plummet, causing wealthy men to experience financial difficulties, hedge funds would place risky bets using borrowed funds against bonds. And if something goes wrong, guess what? We're all bleeped. The proposed plan would allow the Federal Reserve to intervene in such a situation without printing money directly, instead surreptitiously injecting billions of dollars into the market. All I can say at this point is that we are in for some really exciting times. The SEC won't formally announce the Ripple V. SEC lawsuit until August 7, according to Dread's breaking news. This is dated August 7, 2024, as you can see right down here. It is further ordered ruled and determined, however, that this court shall retain jurisdiction of this action for the purposes of implementing the terms of this final judgment from 1 year from its date of entry, according to the circumstances. Thus, it is evident that this was dated August 7. We would be 4 months away on August 7, 2025, if we were a year from now. That just means that the court will continue to have jurisdiction. Is that a burger with nothing on it? 100%. Will we continue to monitor it? 100%. X-Force on XRP Globe posted this. Data from Upbit, the biggest exchange in South Korea, year over year, demonstrates that the top performing assets are Ripple's XRP and Stella's XLM, and investors are not showing any signs of selling. I'll tell you why South Korea is leading the world in XRP adoption and why you are still ahead of the curve. It is truly impossible to see or comprehend what it says. I only comprehend XRP and XLM, I don't either. You can see that XRP is the top dog, and I believe that Tron is underneath it with HBAR Avi, Sui Bitcoin, and a DA. In 2017, we were aware that South Korea adored XRP. South Korea was the cause of XRP's explosive growth. Due to the significant difference between the South Korean parent and the US dollar parent, South Korea also contributed to the decision to delist the pairing. They hold roughly 16 to 20% of XRP's global market capitalization, and most Korean cryptocurrency traders probably have some exposure to XRP. Its states exceeded the Korean stock market as a whole at one point. XRP's trade volume once hit 18 billion in a single day, but I'm still not convinced. The country's stock market trading activity was subverted by 22% guy. That's absurd how much XRP traded in a single day. That's crazy. Up its XRP holdings, they're now in charge of us. They are the largest exchange holding XRP globally, owning 4-5% of the total supply. Additionally, they make about 15% of all XRP trades, recently surpassing Binance's 12% market share. I don't understand those who claim that we're awaiting clarification and information from the US. I don't say it. One of the biggest exchanges in the world is in possession of 4-5% of the entire supply, making it the largest holder of XRP globally. We blew up in 2017 because of them. They're going to be the cause of our next explosion. And have a look at this, Steve. A cryptocurrency expert made this audacious prediction. And I mentioned in my live broadcast last night that anyone who offers you a date should do it. Anyone can tell you the precise moment you should avoid those individuals. He claims that XRP will surge 60% today. That's today indeed. He posted this 5 hours ago and is requesting a 60% pump. Well, it doesn't look very well. It doesn't look very well. A fantastic bullish rectangle pattern was made by Dr. Fenders like XRP. An excellent rectangle pattern for bulls. You know what? This consolidation, it will soon come to an end, and then we'll be on our way, with his target approaching 585. Here's what I wish to demonstrate to you. Do you notice the range we're in? We called Bitcoin from the 99,000 retrace back down to the $70,000 zoned. And for those of you who have been following along with me, who have been going through this bear mark with me,